What's up everyone, welcome back. This is Demo One Garage and my name is Josh, and we're doing a preview and predictions for today's race at Monza, the 2018 Monza Grand Prix. Now I'm doing this video really late. As you can see, it's already night time where I am, so I'm going to have to go through this pretty damn quickly. But if you want to see what I think will happen in today's race and a quick preview of everything, stick around. And yeah, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Oh, thank you very much. Let's do it. Alright, last week, basically, I did it from back to front. Today, I've just got them, I've got the teams all, I've got them on a piece of paper. I'm just going to pull them out of the hat, and we're going to do that in order. I've got the full list from 1st to 20th written down. So let's see who our first team will be. Looks like it's McLaren. Let's do it. So, McLaren, Alonso and Van Dorn. Alonso getting into a little scuff with Magnussen, I think it was, one of the Haas drivers, down into turn 1 during qualifying, wrecking each other's laps. And Van Dorn's been struggling with pretty much his rear brakes and his setup for a very long time, and it's still continuing to this day. So for Alonso, who qualified, will start the race basically in 13th, I'm putting him up into 14th, so he'll lose a spot. Van Dorn, he starts 17th because of Ricciardo and Hülkenberg's, penalties. Van Dorn, I think, will drop to last place. I don't think he's got a hope in the world, and those McLarens at a power track like Monza, you need a lot of power in those cars. They're going to be running skinny wings. You could see that they needed the the slipstream from the cars in front during qualifying. So yeah, Van Dorn, I think, 20th position. So that's McLaren. Who's next on our list? It's Red Bull. Red Bull Racing, home to Ricciardo and Max Verstappen, who's pretty hot property right now. As we know, Ricciardo is leaving at the end of this season. One of the reasons was he's bored. But he doesn't look bored at the moment. Looks like he's been having fun in Italy this weekend anyway. Max Verstappen obviously doing a lot better than Ricciardo. Ricciardo having some issues and changing parts, hence the grid penalties. So he will start the race in 19th. But I think Ricciardo might get himself up into 8th. Both him and Max are running a C grade option for the Renault engine, at the sacrifice of reliability. But obviously that's not a concern for Red Bull right now. They want points on the board. So yeah, I think Ricciardo will get himself up into 8th spot. Max Verstappen, who starts 5th, he did really well considering the pace of both Ferrari and Mercedes. But I think he might slot up into 4th. I think someone will make a mistake, and we'll get to that when I get there. So yeah, 4th from 5th for Max Verstappen. So that's Red Bull done out of the way. It's one of the big boys done. Who's next? It's their sister team, Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso, Gasly and Brendan Hartley. Brendan Hartley not having the best of runs this season, but Gasly proving that he's good enough for the top team going up into Red Bull for next year. And he did really well. He starts 9th on the grid, but I have a feeling he might drop down to 11th, unfortunately, today. I think there's a few other cars on track that just have better pace. So yeah, I think outside the points for him. And Brendan Hartley as well, he starts 16th. Again, I don't think he's quite on form at the moment, so I think he might drop back down to 18th, unfortunately. So it's not going to be any points for Toro Rosso today, unfortunately, at the Italian Grand Prix. But yeah, crossing the fingers they can do better next time and show, better pace next Grand Prix. So anyway, that's Toro Rosso. Alright, picking another one from the hat here. I'm not looking. If you can't read that, that's Renault. Renault, obviously number 27, Hülkenberg, and number 55, Carlos Sainz. Hülkenberg will have a new teammate next year of Daniel Ricciardo. But yeah, having to go down 10-place grid penalties because of his accident at turn 1 during the Belgium Grand Prix. He starts very last, and I don't think he'll get into the points either today, unfortunately. But I think Hülkenberg's best position might be 12th. Definitely better if there's crashes at the first lap that he's not involved in. But yeah, if nothing goes wrong, 12th, I think, will be where he finishes. As for his teammate, though, who starts 7th on the grid, I think he'll pop himself up one spot, up into 6th. Sainz has proven to be pretty on form right now. He's shown pretty good pace during the practice sessions. And to get himself up into Q3 yesterday, I thought was pretty good. Pretty good to watch. So Carlos Sainz, yeah, 6th position from 7th on the grid. All right, Renault. Who's waiting for the Mercedes and Ferrari to come out of the hat? Fortunately, it's not yet. HAAS F1, fast team. So yeah, HAAS F1. Who was it? It was Magnussen who had an incident racing Alonso into turn 1 during practice. During the qualifying. Yeah, not really sure what happened there, but Alonso seemed to think it was a bit of a laugh anyway. But Grosjean did really well, qualifying 6th. So showing how quick that Ferrari engine is, especially at the Monza track. And I think they've got a pretty decent, Monza package, running very skinny downforce, no downforce at all, really, as little as he can get away with. And it's working for HAAS. They've definitely got the pace. So Grosjean, who starts 6th, I think he'll be beaten by a few things, but he'll be in the points in 9th. And his teammate Magnussen, starting in 11th, I think he might get mixed up in some things during the first few laps. Maybe even the strategy call, I think he might fall away at some point. I just don't think he's been as strong as his teammate Grosjean recently, though he is in a very fast team and he could score points. But 13th, I think, from 11th is where he'll seem today. I don't know, it's kind of a weird one, but all right, we're getting through him now. I think that's where he'll end up. And next up, it's Ferrari. Boom, fastest lap by Kimi yesterday. Well done, dude. Congratulations on pole. So yeah, Ferrari showing the Italian crowd exactly what they wanted to see. Ferrari 1 and 2 for qualifying. Kimi Räikkönen doing the fastest ever lap in Formula 1. Don't have the exact time, but it was a 1:19.3 something, I believe. It looked like he got a slight slipstream from his teammate Sebastian Vettel, who, when found out over radio that he actually qualified 2nd, he said, "We'll talk later." And he hasn't elaborated on that, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure we all know what it was about. It was all about the slipstream that Kimi got. So it looks like team orders might not be in play. Looks like Kimi will be going for the win. Definitely. He's been obviously allowed to do it. So you'd think they'd be racing. I don't think that will stay like that for very long, though. I think Vettel will come out on top this race for one reason and one reason only: points for the championship. Räikkönen might come in 2nd. I think Ferrari actually will easily have 1 and 2 here. But yeah, it'll all depend what happens before the pit stops. So I think if Räikkönen's still ahead, even by turn 1, lap 1, and has the better strategy call, there might be some team calls done. It'll depend on a lot of things. But if he's close enough and they're, doing similar lap times, I think team orders will come out. Vettel will go first today. Räikkönen will be in 2nd. I really want to see the Iceman win. I just don't think it will happen. I think I've got to be a realist about this one. So yeah, 1st for Vettel, 2nd for Räikkönen. So that's Ferrari. All right, we're getting down to the last few teams now. Ooh, next up is Williams. Woo. Williams. Sergei Sorokin and Stroll are their 2 drivers, as you can see. They did really well, actually. Williams have obviously found some gains somewhere. Either their package just works at Monza, or they've had power gains from Mercedes. I don't really know. They've done a lot of testing recently when they had the test sessions a few weeks ago. So I don't really know where the gains have been, where it's been aero or the engine itself. But it was pretty impressive to watch. Stroll got himself up into 10th. Sorokin in 12th. I think Stroll, though, he'll drop to 17th. I don't think there's going to be points today for Williams. They're not quite there yet. Though Stroll isn't out there, he said, to prove anything to anyone. He's there for the challenge. I think that shows something about the mindset of pay drivers. Something we can talk about in the podcast, definitely. But yeah, I think he'll go from 10th out of the points into 17th. His teammate Sorokin 12th. a really good showing from him as well. Haven't heard much from him, but I think 19th will be where he ends up today. So that is the Williams team. All right, what's next? Sauber. Oh yeah. Sauber, Marcus Ericsson, and Charles Leclerc, who's one of the most popular drivers at the moment. And I must say he is one of mine. Sauber are doing really well, and I want them to do really well at Monza today, but this is where I reckon they will end up. Charles Leclerc, qualified 15th. He'll finish there, I reckon. I don't think he'll do any better today. He's had a run. I think he's had 4 races now where he hasn't finished. So it'll be really good to see him finish. No points today. I just don't think they'll be quite there. Ericsson as well. He's looking pretty strong. He's qualified 18th. Well, he's starting 18th. I think he might get up to 16th. So it'll be, a Sauber 15th, 16th on the grid. No 1-2 for them today, but they do have the Mercedes power, so it's possible they can do a lot higher. But it's been a hard grid to pick, I'll tell you that. So yeah, 15th and 16th for these boys. Alrighty, next up, our team, Force India. So Force India, gone through a lot lately with the administration, and they had a really good comeback in Belgium. And Ocon and Perez showed what they can do, almost leading the race at some point. They were putting it on for everyone to see at the end of the Kemmel Straight in Belgium. But where will they be at the end of the Monza Grand Prix after the 53 laps? That's something I'm going to let you know. Ocon starts 6th today. I think he might get 7th. So points for them. And it's going to be some very valuable points as well. Perez, who's actually starting down in 14th. I reckon he'll push his way up into 10th today. So it'll be double point score for the Force India team. And yeah, I really hope they can do well today. So yeah, good luck to them. And they've been really strong as well. So I think they can do it. Points for both of them. So that's Ocon in 7th. Perez, number 10. Good luck, guys. Well, that must leave one team in the bag. One of the big ones, it's Mercedes. Let's find out what I reckon. Well, Mercedes, they know they're behind. And even Bottas has come out and said today that he'll be happy to follow team orders for Hamilton. So Bottas, I think at this stage of the season, is taking a step back and really playing a team game here, not being selfish, if you can call it that, as a race driver. I mean, you race for yourself. But I think Bottas right now, he's focused on winning it for the Mercedes team. I don't think he can come back right now, not with the lead that Vettel and Hamilton have. So, Hamilton qualified 3rd with a phenomenal lap. He was up there with the Ferrari guys. I think race pace, though, they'll be down a little bit. I think he'll remain in 3rd. It'll be odd to not see Hamilton on the grid today. Bottas, though... I just have a feeling with everything that's gone on, the wingman comments, him now coming out and saying, he'll be happy to take team orders. I think he might drop to 5th. He's the one who will let Max Verstappen up into 4th. So yeah, Bottas, I think, might drop down 1 position today. I think he'll make a mistake somewhere. I mean, this is a massive prediction. I don't know where it'll be, or something might go wrong somewhere. But yeah, 5th for Bottas from 4th. Hamilton, he'll stay 3rd. It'll be double points finish. Hamilton will want more points though, but he'll need Vettel to make a mistake. And if it rains, who knows? Anything could happen. But yeah, thanks for hanging around. Sorry this video was really late. Hopefully get them out to you sooner. Sorry no stream tonight. I'm way too tired and way too sore to do it. But yes, it is Monza, 53 laps, 5.793 kilometers. There are 11 turns. First done in 1950, so it's a historic track. It is one of my favorites. I will be watching. Make sure you hit me up on Discord if I'm actually still alive and awake. I will talk to you guys there. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like if you liked, or even dislike. If you watched today's video and you want to see more, make sure you hit the subscribe though. My name is Josh. This has been Demo 1 Garage. Really hope you enjoy today's race, guys. And again, I will catch everyone in the next video. Ciao.